If you're looking for some crazy breaking crypto news, I'm going to condense maybe days worth of research for you into, well, I don't know however long this video takes, probably 15, maybe even 20 minutes if you want to stick around for the whole thing, which I hope you do. We're going to be covering new Bitcoin miners as well as many other new or now recently more available crypto mining rigs. There are some huge Bitcoin news that makes Bitcoin more valuable and viable than ever before. Basically, big bullish case here on Mr. Old Orange Coin BTC. There's also a girl that just became a millionaire. Some people are speculating a multi-millionaire based off her NFTs. How did she do it, and how cool is this that NFTs, non-fungible tokens, digital collectibles are making all of this possible? We're going to be looking at a couple speculative altcoins as well as other NFT collections, among a bunch of other crypto crazy news. I'm going to go ahead and jump behind the green screen right now. My name is Drew Vosk. You're on the Voskcoin YouTube channel. Let's jump into another one. As always, nothing in this video is financial advice. Make sure to navigate down to the timestamps below if you'd like to skip around to different sections. There's a lot of information. I think you'd be best to just watch the video all the way through. Also, it helps to watch time and helps us make it further in the YT algo. That's YouTube. So jumping right into it, MicroBT. MicroBT is not as popular and well known as say Bitmain, but they're one of the absolute leaders when it comes to Bitcoin mining manufacturing. MicroBT is glad to introduce a whatsminer with yet another forgettable name. This would be the whatsminer. As we always like to joke, what do we call this? Whatsminer? Whatsminer is this? It's the whatsminer M50S. That's what it is, and it can achieve 126 terahash a second at 26 joules a terahash, and then 114 terahash at 29 joules a terahash. So let's go ahead and compare that to one of their best current models on the market, the whatsminer M30S++. Yes, that's the name. I'm not messing with you. Okay, so earning about $22 a day mining Bitcoin right now at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, costs you about $8 a day to run. Big power consumption here, almost 3,500 watts. It hashes at 112 terahash a second. That's basically Bitcoin mining power. So you would pool over $13 a day in passive income. You compare it to these, well, basically you're just going to get better efficiency and a slightly higher hash rate. We'll see profitability for these, ranging around that $20 to $30 range. They also unveiled the M53, which can achieve a whopping 226 terahash a second, much like the Bitmain Antminer Hydro version that was recently released or unveiled. Furthermore, on the topic of Bitcoin, this is, could make you a little bearish on Bitcoin and maybe a little bullish on ETH. There's a lot more to all this stuff, but basically Michael Saylor, according to this, if we take all of this as absolute truth, started buying Bitcoin in August of 2020 and has so far accumulated a whopping 129,000 Bitcoin worth $5.6 billion, of which he can sell whenever he wants. The Ethereum network started burning ETH in August of 2021 and it has so far burned 2 million ETH worth $6.6 billion, of which can never be recovered. Look, I got my own gripes with Ethereum and everything like that, but just at face value, I'll take a burn over Mr. Saylor, even though I don't know, that is a unique dude, to put it simply. And yeah, he's checking in at Bitcoin Miami. A lot of people are there. I'm not personally. I would rather focus on our content creation. We got a lot of cool projects going on behind the scenes that I'm personally focused on. But here's a big takeaway. Jack Mallers, Strike CEO. You're going to be able to walk into a grocery store, to a Whole Foods, to Chipotle. I love Chipotle. I love burritos. Slather on some guac and queso and take me to Qdoba too. I'm here. I'm ready to party. You want to use a lightning node over Tor? You do that. You want to use the Cash App? You do that. Cheers and applause from the audience. This is all based off of their Shopify partnership new payment network, right? But here, this tweet really summarized it in a good way. Which, by the way, follow your boy on Twitter if you haven't already. Please. We recently went over 50,000 followers, which is cool, and chasing 100,000. So, So Jack Mallers, however you want to say it, okay? Pronunciation is subjective in my world. Okay, so is really saying that you'll be able to soon be able to offload your Bitcoins in the real world without KYCing through an exchange first. If this is true, it's actually an extremely substantive and important development for Bitcoin. Completely agree. If you KYC with Strike, what's the difference? Well, in that case, there isn't one, but he also demonstrated buying via Tor, paying with Bitcoin, and the merchant gets $1 or gets the dollars and so forth. So all that's real cool. EU moves to block the provision of high-value crypto services to Russia. Digging through this, what do we see? A prohibition on providing high-value crypto asset services to Russia. This will contribute to closing potential loopholes. Look, I don't care at all what your stance is on the global situation. The whole point of cryptocurrency is it's supposed to be permissionless, borderless, unstoppable, and controlled by no one. Absolutely hate this, don't like it at all. I don't care if you love Russia, I don't care if you hate Russia, I don't care if you love Ukraine, I don't care if you hate Ukraine. Guess what crypto is? It's supposed to be unstoppable for better and worse. Depending how this goes, it could be pretty bearish. And a lot of that control stems out of centralized exchanges, leading just trading and control in the crypto space. Binance US raises $200 million in a seed round. They are yet another centralized crypto exchange. They previously had a failed $100 million funding round. Then their previous CEO left. Speculation on that, whatever else. But yeah, they successfully raised $200 million, valuing themselves at $4.5 billion. So like, Binance US is a big deal without even considering the fact that Binance is actually the big deal. This is just a small subset breakoff. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot of money flowing into crypto in a whole lot of different ways.
Hey guys, have you heard of Ocean Floor Music? It's a platform to help musicians produce and fund their music, and for fans to support their favorite artists. They also have their own NFT marketplace where you can trade products and services. The project is community owned and run by musicians and fans. Their goal is to create well-being in the music industry through financial stability, and they do that by providing an ecosystem where creators can digitize their work and retain their royalties on the blockchain. They have a Web3 fundraising platform as well, and a rewards toolkit which helps artists raise funds to produce and distribute their work. Check out the link in the video description below to learn more about Ocean Floor. This is not financial advice.
Money's flowing elsewhere too, like from the Tesla CEO, Mr. Elon Musk has taken a 9.2% stake in Twitter as of last month, and that was reported in their SEC filing. Twitter's share price shot up from $39 a share, I almost said a coin, to $49, up 25% in pre-market trade. And guess what? Mr. Elon can pump any market. Are you not entertained? Basically, Mr. Elon Musk is saying, let's make Twitter open source. And guess what? Just checked. Your boy's all about it. I don't know what I was looking at or looking for, but yeah, clearly I did not find it. Crypto bridge Wormhole seeks 2.5 billion price tag in private token sale. Yeah, everybody's got a fund round raising billions. We're not talking millions anymore. We've just straight up moved to billions. But apparently greener Bitcoin mining could be China's $1 trillion present to the United States. So basically, a lot of this comes back to a huge exodus of Bitcoin mining, leaving China, moving overseas. The United States, even though there's a lot of issues here, okay, is the simple fact that the United States is actually pretty good to deal with and lenient when it comes to Bitcoin mining, at least thus far. Proximity matters. Renewable energy production has to be curtailed at times because there's too much congestion on the power lines. What is interesting here, kind of digging into this, is Core Scientific, a big mining farm that we toured some of their facilities. They've taken a nice stance on this where they're powering down rigs basically when they need to for the local power grid. That's great. That's a great gesture, but honestly, I'm pissed. If I'm a customer, are they soaking up my lost gains, right? And you may be like, Vosk, how could you be such a terrible person? I mean, dude, welcome to capitalism. Also, it's like you're investing $10,000, $100,000, $1 million in Bitcoin miners. You probably want to break even and you're probably looking to turn a profit. If your risk versus reward is diminished, well, that can be a little worrisome. China's ban that resulted in downpowering of mining infrastructure was $1 trillion present to the United States. And, Core Scientific, publicly traded now, probably said that happily and boldly, certain that the people in China will question the wisdom of banning one of the largest innovations in financial, economic, and accounting history. I do agree with that, though it was a big mistake. They're going to regret that one. Based Finance helped to make today's video possible. This is not financial advice nor an endorsement. Based Finance is on the Phantom network. You can learn how to add Phantom to your MetaMask and participate with all these things if you should choose to do so. Be interested. It's very easy, and honestly, it's very fun. Transaction fees are much cheaper here, and Phantom is a network built around DeFi, decentralized finance, dApps. It was, based. It's supposed to be in a way Ethereum 2.0, but like actually here and not just forever talked about. They did have an audit completed by Obelisk. Obelisk is not a big name auditing company, for example, like Certic or Consensus, but it's still great to see an audit nonetheless. They also completed KYC, Know Your Customer, apparently revealed their identity to assure DeFi, but other than that, this is an anonymous project. Based Finance is the first algorithmic token pegged to Tomb on the Phantom network, in official partnership with Tomb Finance. Tomb is the first algorithmic token on Phantom Opera pegged to the price of 1 FTM via, can you say that? Senorosh. Yeah, that's that. You say it, okay? I went to college. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. Jeez, everyone's always so mean in the comments. If you want to grab some Tomb tokens, they have their own swap, and you can trade your Phantom into that. Once you get Tomb, it's there's a couple different ways to do it. These are decentralized exchanges, but you can also very quickly just take some Tomb, right, and then trade it into some based tokens. And so you can see the routing right here: Tomb, MIM, wrapped FTM, or Phantom traded on top of the Phantom blockchain, and then you get into based. But what do you do with all this based stuff? Okay, so right now they have a TVO locked up here, total value locked of $85 million. We can see base compared with Tomb, B share compared with FTM, B bond compared with Tomb down here. We get market caps, we get circulating supply, all these breakdowns, and basically different ways to earn yield. You can stake tokens, you can farm them, you can just buy based and buy B share and get exposure here. This is the deep end of crypto. Make sure you do your research before you jump in. But projects like this can provide interesting and fun and really just exciting level returns, or they can blow up. Welcome to crypto. Pulling up based on the FTM scan, we can see that 2,400 addresses are holding this token right now. They have almost 600,000 transfers. We see a ton of activity here, which is always good, always fun, always healthy. They were also recently featured by DeFi Yield app for their high returns. At this time, it was 558% annual yield. Speaking about making money though, how about the 13-year-old girl that became a multi-millionaire in 1 year by selling NFT art? How can you be so stupid, so naive, so blind that you are not excited, okay, to get into NFTs, non-fungible tokens? Okay, so this young lady, Nyla Hayes, found her secret to success. She's 13 years old. She's selling NFTs online for thousands of dollars. Playing this right, even in the short term, she's absolutely changed her life, potentially changed her family's life. And if she plays this right, is what I'm trying to say, is she will change the rest of her life, potentially the rest of her family's life and her future kids' wife life, if she plans to do so. Basically, I think it's absolutely insane and super cool that a kid can be able to do things like this. I would have killed to have opportunities like this when I was her age. Right, I was trying to sell items on eBay as my side hustle, and I was trying to buy broken iPod Nanos and sell them, or fix them and sell them, or if I couldn't, even just sell them for parts. Like I was literally out there just flipping hardware. And it's funny, here I am. And the grind never really stopped, chasing passive income, mining cryptocurrencies, buying cryptos, making trades, making these like crypto YouTube videos, which obviously I love doing, but I do this full time, so there is a financial benefit there as well. So the fact she's already hustling and grinding and making huge returns, being so young, creating artwork that she likes and enjoys, getting some big buys from people like Gary Vee, whether you love him or hate him. You know, he is a very popular and very successful influencer, right? So really cool. Hats off. Fun story collection. Look into it. This is what her art looks like. But, you know, absolutely just so cool. It's really all I have to say on that front. Another NFT, right? The Tiger Clan. Welcome to the Tiger Clan. Well, I don't think that sounds cool. I think that sounds cool. Do you think that sounds cool? Do I sound like a total dweeb right now? I don't care. Just kidding. So Tiger Clan incoming NFT collection that also is supporting the channel here. So 10,000 tigers ruling the world. Be part of the ruling city. Do you want to get involved? Privileged TTC family. Enjoy member-only benefits, membership cards, TTC tokens, which I'll talk about why that could be very interesting and lucrative, and other perks. Okay, so you know, kind of what's going on here. Tiger Clan starts limited number of unique NFTs, launched with 10K. Next, they're looking at raffles, airdrops, NFT token giveaway, Tiger motor running, building a 3D animation of cars with their investors, NFT tigers on it or really in it. From there, they're going to start an exclusive online race. After they start racing, launch their own TTC token, use AI for management of their races, software determines the winners, TTC NFT owners receive a free object by writing a smart contract. And so we start off with, and keep in mind, you know, this is new, this is speculative, this is risky, this is not an endorsement, it's not financial advice, and a lot of NFT collections flop, burn, and never blow up. But the ones that do blow up in the right way become crazy lucrative, right? So they're moving towards the metaverse. They have digital racing, and they have clearly outlined that they're bringing a token to market, and all of this will be taking place on the Ethereum blockchain, which has the biggest market but also the biggest fees. However, the best, biggest, most popular, if you want to classify in that way, NFT collections have all been born out of the Ethereum blockchain. There have been some good Solana ones and a couple others on a couple other chains, but really, again, you know, when you think of NFTs, you're thinking of CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Doodles, whatever else, right? So again, look into them if it interests you. But what really comes to mind for me is that one thing that just has not been going away, and we're going to see it so much more. So many NFT collections are going to be dropping their own crypto tokens. Apecoin has really made some huge waves. Top 10 purchase tokens, average purchase amount. Basically, Apecoin becomes most traded coin among Ethereum whales. Ape is right here, number 4. Okay, under USDT, USDC, ETH, and then Ape. Okay, like that's crazy. That's bullish. You go to the website and it still feels like members only, loser, and you're not one of them. This is the site, fam. This is it. I get it. The coin looks cool, but this is the site. All right. I'll click over to Twitter, see if I get a quick synopsis, right? So Apecoin is an ERC20 governance token and utility token used to empower a decentralized community building at the forefront of Web3. So say something without saying anything. Apecoin. Doesn't matter though. Won't stop you, because when you go over to CoinGecko and then you punch in Ape, you're probably going to start feeling like an ape. Ape is the 46th biggest cryptocurrency when ranked by CoinMarketCap already. It was really crazy trading first day, but let's just go with CoinGecko metrics here. So 21 days ago, it hit 17 bucks. 22 days ago, it hit an all-time low of $6.21. Right now, it's trading at 11 bucks. $100 would get you 9 tokens right now. It's already the 46th biggest coin by CoinMarketCap, weighing in at a whopping $3 billion valuation. I think that's grossly overvalued. I think that's disgustingly ridiculous. But I love crypto. I'm bullish. So if this is how we're going to send it, then so be it. We send the Apecoin. Whatever. I'm very curious to see where all this goes. As always, time will tell. Obviously, we talk a ton about mining here on the channel. Goldshell has restocked some miners. They've got a lot of stuff here in stock. I'm not pushing them. I'm not showing them. I've gotten some flack because I really enjoy reviewing Goldshell miners, and we did collaborate with them on the mini Doge. But at the end of the day, they're leading the way for consumer mining. taking a focus and building a CK Lite that is a quiet miner that's big and has more power than a little box miner. But even making the little box miners is super freaking cool. But we see the HS Lite, the CK Lite in stock. Buy them if you want to. I couldn't care less. I don't make any money if you buy these. We have an affiliate link for Gold Shell, but they stopped paying it like years ago. I don't know what to say. Honestly, I sent them a message about it like a little while ago. I'm like, hey, like, guys, remember we had an affiliate link? Again, I'm not pushing these for affiliate sales. I'll happily talk about anything. I'm not hiding stuff, things like that. At the end of the day, in the last year, any miner that came in stock was going to sell. And so a lot of people didn't want to pay affiliates. They don't want to support content creators because they don't really need us, and we're probably going to talk about their stuff anyway. Like, how can you not talk about their Kadena miners? Like, the KD Box Pro is obviously super cool, but what is the most profitable mining rig in the world right now? That would be the Gold Shell KD6, mining $125 a day of a cryptocurrency that now is easy to sell, but you may not want to because Kadena is trying to build, as I quote, a scalable proof of work network. We've also finally connected with a different rep, basically, at Panther. We're digging deeper into Panther Miner, trying to get some verification of manufacturing capabilities, stock, and everything else. They did give us a unique coupon code we can give out, so 5% off if you want to buy a Helium hotspot miner that is the Panther Miner X2. We also have an affiliate tracking link with them, so if you do decide to purchase, it means everything if you support us and use our links there. They also dropped their price from $600 to $500. In my opinion, order one miner at a time. When you start ordering a higher, basically, orders and prices, you're going to get hit with a fat tariff bill. As always, you need to pay all your tariffs and import duties, taxes, whatever else. I'm not advocating avoiding them or whatever else. I'm just saying, in retrospect, I would be ordering one miner at a time. Even if I wanted 5, I would have 5 individual orders. That's all I can say, and I will leave that at that. I'm still stupid bullish on helium mining. Some people aren't, some people are. Mining profitability has decreased. Price has kind of been a little stagnant. The network continues to grow, which means the profitability, if everyone's chopping at the same price coin, it goes down some. But we got helpful Fleece Worm here helping us. Okay, he's a helpful worm. He's just like Earthworm Jim. Or did you ever play the Worms game? Freaking love that game. What is it? The WMD, their more recent one. That's a lot of fun. I've got that on the Switch. And I saw an ad a little while ago. They're coming out with a MOBA. I was super excited. I was still waiting. I don't know. I need to Google that afterwards, whatever. But not the point. The point here is that, so when they hit 1 million hotspots, they're going to have one of the craziest networks that the world has ever seen. Okay? If that doesn't make you stupid bullish, among many other things, I don't know what else to tell you. Obviously, we talked about the Panther miner. I'm a huge fan of the Bobcat miner. It's the only one that I absolutely recommend. I would recommend buying that one if you do want to buy a Helium miner. With that, you do pre-order. If you'd like to buy one quicker, you can head over to eBay and you can buy any of these Helium miners on the secondhand market. There's pros and cons to that, but you know, my 2 cents there. I'll drop an eBay link down below. That'll take you right there where you want to go. And also, again, I'm not trying to sound silly. Support the channel with our link for what it's worth. It's, you know, how we keep the mission going. Speaking of the mission, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you also enjoyed Tails, our CMO, our Chief Mission Officer here at the Voskcoin YouTube channel. It's absolutely incredible. We hit a little walkie earlier. And it's crazy. I got gray hair coming in. So does Tails. Crypto will give you gray hair if you don't have it already. And if you do, it will give you more. The more you invest, the more gray returns you get. But as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know what you want us to cover next. Let me know what we missed. Let me know if you like this style of content. As always, I mean, all of this really takes a lot of time to gather and kind of compile all this data. So I truly hope that you found this content just helpful and informative. And as always, we're chasing 1 million subscribers. We're inching towards that goal. And yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing it. Crazy crypto journey. Hope I see you tomorrow, because we're still uploading daily until I just burn out and go crazy. Which, I'll be honest, I'm getting close. See you later.